5, 4, 3, 2. Good evening, Americanos, Tejanos, tacos. What?
Is that thing recording?
No, I hate everything. Fucking dicks.
Yeah, I fucked that one up, right? My bad.
Oh, yeah, that was my fault. Sorry.
Both of you are assholes. I hate all of you.
Oh, man.
Scott was on time. I was ready to start it. No, I'm just playing.
Obviously not.
No, I was not. Apparently not. All right, let's try that again.
One more time.
I got like 300 things in my lap, and I'm trying to fucking do my
It
job.
only took
Here we
us
go.
6 minutes.
See, yeah, this is how it works in the world. 5, 4,
80.
3. God damn it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't even know where my drink went. God damn it. Here we go. Good evening, America.
People.
America.
It's, put your mics, man. Y'all be moving stuff after I tell you not to move stuff. Pluck to the edge.
I didn't move
I know
nothing.
who did it.
Lick my balls, Mr. Harrison.
All right, so it is of course blunt.
Football.
Talk.
We don't even get our intro done before being unprofessional as fuck because it is pro football done.
Unprofessional.
As fuck.
But ironic, right? So, I mean, matter of fact, can you pause for a slight commercial cause?
Pause. Oh, pause. Not
For a
this
slight
cause,
commercial
but
cause?
another cause.
Yeah, you got a lot of jobs to do today, sir. Why don't you start with your radio one?
Okay, let's do this. When it comes to cannabis you choose, it's vital to make the right choice. So check out Vital Cannabis on the northeast corner of Jetwing and Fountain. Check out Vital Cannabis on Weed Maps and see the daily deals. When your cannabis is vital, choose Vital Cannabis in Colorado Springs.
Hey, Dave?
Yeah.
We do that read a little different. I didn't have my normal.
Sucking dick. Yep, it happens. All right, so this is Blood Football Talk. That's pro football done. Unprofessional as fuck.
Apparently, because somebody has experience in that.
Not me.
Apparently, you do,
No.
sir. You know what it's like, apparently.
No.
But anyway, so with that being said,
No, I promise. No.
how do you want to do this? The sports?
Don't look at him.
I'm not nigga. No.
Hey, look at your mic. Actually, you at least do that so we can pick your voice
That's
up.
why I'm over here. So do you want to go first or me? I'll start it off.
Okay.
So.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Whoa. Slow down. Can we just?
Can we do what? I'm trying to
I'm
go
really
first.
proud of you for
do
trying
it
to take
first,
the
sir.
lead, but actually slow down for a second, Dickweed, because we have to do breaking news.
Well, then you should probably put that in first.
It is. It's always first.
Do you see that? Where does it say? Where does it say breaking news?
I see a pause for the cause.
It's always breaking news first. I hate both of you.
I see last week's
Breaking
sports
news.
I see something about Stone Pandas.
Shut the fuck up. Read your commercial. I'm done. I need a drink. Like, alcoholic preferably.
A real one.
It's time for the season's mixtape.
Yeah.
DJ KG
Boom, boom, boom,
Classic
boom.
brings you the new Gold Rush Volume 1.
Boom, 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 boom.
Get your copy today. Visit StonePandaNFT.com for
Boom, boom,
details.
boom, boom.
Wake and Bake America Show, Blunt Football Talk, and
Yeah.
Stone Panda
Son.
help bring you the new Gold Rush
Boom, boom, boom,
Volume 1
boom.
by DJ
DJ,
KG Classic.
Those were pretty good explosions, actually. You should let me do the wow. That wasn't that good. but
It
your
was almost like
explosions
a
were lit.
sad story or something.
Yeah, I felt like I heard like I felt like I was watching like a World War II video. The bombs just boom, 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 boom.
I mean, I get it.
They're
I,
really
I,
good.
I don't have huge numbers on the mixtape.
Were you a bombardier in your
Some would
past
consider it a
life?
fail.
Maybe.
I mean, that,
No, that was
But
that
that's not
was
me.
more of a hype
I mean,
it up.
that bomb was
Oh,
better,
okay.
almost as good as I can do with a button. I mean, it might have even been as good as I can do with an actual punch button. That was really, really explosive. You know.
I'm good at making things blow up.
Yeah, your mouth. That's why your throat hurts. I tried to tell you this earlier, but you didn't want to listen. Full circle, folks. That's how you bring a joke back around. It's called abuse, sir. All right, so TJ Watt not going to need surgery on his pectoral, but still going to miss 6 weeks. But surgery on that type of a muscle, that we're talking about. That's
not the muscle, though. It's the tendon. Am I wrong?
Right. But but they thought at first that he had tore his pectoralis, and so that's the thing is that would have to literally be surgically repaired.
Listen,
it's done for the season.
Cody Rhodes wrestled a Hell in a Cell with his pec torn completely off his fucking chest. You can say wrestling's fake all you want. You see, fuck that.
Look, I don't say that when guys do that in wrestling. You know what I say?
That's not
Steroids are a hell of a drug.
That's not steroids. That's after it trips off.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. I don't know. What do you want?
Can't really do more damage.
Fentanyl's great. No, I'm serious. That's not actually. We're making jokes. This is a comedy sports talk show. Half of what we say is complete bullshit. But our feelings and our stats are all lies. Okay, so no, seriously though. All right, so here's your other breaking news. Breaking news 2. Keenan Allen going to be out with a hamstring pull, major hit to the arsenal that does reside out in
Major hit
LA.
to my fantasy football league.
Oh, you have him?
God.
Which one, ours or your money one?
Money one. My money one has been shot first week.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
you can't make a comeback?
I'm not even going to talk about it. We're not talking
Well,
about
can I tell you that
it.
that's
talk
how,
about wake and bake.
bro, my college football team lost, my pro football team lost, my fantasy football team lost. I was like, I can't even manage a fake team to win.
Damn.
I mean, seriously, dude.
You're
I'm a failure.
You're 0-4, like
0-3 in the weekend, which is also the name of Podcast P's website for feet. 0-3 on the weekend. Check that out. 0-3 on the weekend, fans only. Okay, that doesn't exist. But if it does,
it probably does.
If it does,
we want it.
We want to know what's there because not that we're gonna go look. P will, but I may look too. Actually, curiosity does not always kill the cat. Sometimes it tells you exactly what the hell happened, and sometimes you get some really good funny videos. Like people send me stuff and I'm like, I'm not clicking that, and I'm like, fuck, I don't click that. Then I'm like, holy shit, what did you send me? All right. So anyway, breaking news over. Let's get into breaking down the scores. Breaking down the scores. Breaking down the scores. Because we're going to break down some food.
Everyone loves creativity, good food, hard work, and that's why it's so easy to love Sam's Creations.
That's Sam's Creations, right?
Yeah, Sam's Creations is award-winning
Delicious.
food creations. That you can find Sam's Creations on Facebook or Instagram. That's Sam's with a Z.
Creations with a Z. Hey.
Or you can just hit her up at 719-496-0412.
Why do you sound so jazzy though? I don't think he just does it to Jamie's commercial, bro. I promise you. Like, I really felt like the sexy jazzy vibe on Sam's also. Like, I really did. It was like, I didn't know if he was trying to talk about a food commercial or a fuck commercial because it sounded the same. Like, nobody else around here, including all of the other people in hosting shows, none of them read the most sexy like that, P. I'm just saying. I think you need to leave porn P at home and bring podcast P to the studio.
It's all about the P and the D.
It's all about the P and the D.
It's worth the porn.
That's, of course, peanut butter and delicious. Don't be weird.
Come on now.
All right, so.
Yeah.
And actually, our vice president of the station just poked her head out of her office and shook her head at us.
I mean,
which means she listens.
We got the look of approval. I can still see it going on. The look of disapproval is upon us.
The epic look of vice president of radio station disapproval. It's beautiful. The smell of disapproval. That's also the name of my cologne.
Mine is a rejection.
Minus a rejection? No, those are the sublet clones. You know, like Giorgio Armani?
Mine is rejection.
Oh, yeah, that's because we picked up your line. We figured the names fit us too. No, anyway, sorry. Let's do this. Moderate rejection by Podcast P. Oh, sorry. Heavy rejection by Podcast P.
Does the D find the P?
Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy.
So, Thursday night football.
It's so shameful. It's easy.
You will officially look like the Rams did on Thursday night as the Bills handed them their fucking asses.
Oh, man.
31-10.
Oh, we're doing that.
Oh, it's that time.
Bro,
man.
I brought my notebook. I was prepared.
It is that time.
It's time to break down last week's scores and highlights with Scottie Pippen, Mr. Trey, and, well, Scotty's rolling the blunt, so he gets a pass on these first few scores. But if you can see his screen, you could say them.
Yes.
So let's go ahead. Let's hit it.
All right, so like I said,
You said
right
Bills
now,
Rams? Yo.
Rams, yeah, 31-10.
I'm going to tell you, in this game right here, Von Miller had revenge sack on the mind because he was getting to Stafford like a motherfucker. If in the revenge world of revenge games this weekend, this is the only guy that won, Von Miller, getting back by actually getting sacks. I could have called him a loser even with the win for the team if he didn't get no sacks.
Let me say
But
something.
he got that ass.
Let me say something. You called that.
He got it right away.
You called that. Before this happened, you said Von Miller is going to remind Matthew Stafford
How he got his ring.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I remember.
He showed him multiple times. It was fucking beautiful. Beautiful. Then on Sunday, the first game came up. I had a Trey here worried just a little bit in the first half because it was down 26-0.
Actually,
10 or
yeah,
26
it was something, but I'm telling you, I was flipping in the morning games because the Cardinals played in the afternoon. I was like flicking through like choo. But you want me to do that again? Choo. But anyway, so I was flicking through those games. I got to tell you,
Watch it flicking like that.
the Mariota made the Falcons competitive.
Yes.
By being a wheelhouse. He's able to roll out, run, throw the ball on the run. But I got to tell you that this may be a better builder for the Saints because, one, you still got the win. It was nasty. It was gritty. You had to come back to win, and you did
First
so.
time.
Barely, though. Barely.
First time in team history. Coming back like down
By that many
6
points.
Yeah. They were 0 for 208 before that game.
So
So the Saints.
and
won
Drew Brees is a Hall of
27-6.
Famer too. Don't get that
Yeah.
twisted too. But usually he was out there already with the lead. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He never played for much.
Shout out to the 5'9", 5'10" quarterback, Drew Brees. Wah, 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 wah. I love the tiny quarterbacks. I do. Even back when I was a kid, I was like, I'm not going to be very tall. So Doug Flutie was my dude. I was like, that's my G. That's why I like the Bills a little bit on the East Coast, just because of him.
Most people don't even know who Doug Flutie is.
The Flutie prayer.
Yeah. Most people don't even know who Doug Flutie is. They don't even know he made fucking
Boston
the cover
College wins. Boston College
over,
wins.
over. Who did he beat?
Why am I blanking?
Yeah, it's these are Florida.
Look it up. Don't say it. Look it up. In the meantime, can you give me the next score while you're looking it up? Somebody?
It was Browns over
the Panthers, 26-24.
26-24 Browns Panthers. Honestly, I texted you guys. I was like, Baker's gonna get his ish. You know what I mean? He's gonna get his revenge. But unfortunately, I think in this game the problem came down to the Panthers defense. They're just not like in the game. They were able to battle and compete, but when it came down to it, the Browns defense was able to stop the Browns offense was able to take the ball and shove it down the throat of the Panthers, really. And so I didn't know if Baker really could come back in this game. I think there's just a little too much time left, and the Browns are just a little bit better than that.
Well, they were up 17-7 at half, and came out after half, kicked the field goal, and you're thinking, hey, this is probably theirs. And then the Panthers put up 17 in the fourth quarter.
At first I was like, damn, y'all are getting, man, poor Baker, you didn't even get a revenge tour. It was like more like a revenge no more.
They're like,
whatever.
That's what you
Psych, right? And then you look at the game and you're like, damn, like you guys really Baker was doing what he was brought in to do, and that's lead comebacks on close games. And it didn't happen for him, but he got the lead late in the game. The defense could not stop the Browns. Bottom line. That's what it really came down to. And then when he got the ball back at the end, he really didn't have a whole lot of time left. And at that point, the Browns, I knew they were going to win it. Let's go to the next game.
That's the 49ers at the Bears.
Or the Monsoon Bowl, because, it was just raining.
Oh, man, rain.
Just
the whole
raining.
time.
Which I think is part of the 49ers' demise, in a sense. But also, I think part of the 49ers' demise was actually Trey Lance. There's like this extra step thing, this extra second he's taking to get rid of the ball.
Right.
And when I thought about him and why I didn't necessarily think it was a good idea that the 49ers probably should have moved up to grab Fields, not Lance, part of my problem was the fact that he had sat out a year and so forth and all that other stuff and hadn't really played a lot. And when you see how slow he is getting the ball out, it's because he hasn't played real-time games except for just a little bit last year. And when I think about that, I'm like, if you get the ball out slow, there's two things that are going to be wrong with that. Either one, the defense will get to you, or two, pick. And why? Because that extra second you take to throw the ball,
Sometimes that's all it takes.
I'm a trained fucking defender, and you give me that extra step to get there, I'm gonna take that bitch from you. And there's a play in that game, one play I'm thinking of specifically where Trey threw an interception, and I'm thinking that's the problem right there. That extra second he took to throw the ball. And that's it took an extra second for that ball to come out of his hand. And when you're at that level, dude, oh my God, I would never want to have to throw the ball that fast.
The Hail Mary Doug Flutie threw against Boston College, or in Boston College was against Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Hurricane.
I knew it was a Florida team. I just didn't want to say which one.
And I know it was
By the way,
Stanford.
the final score to the
And I know it was
49
Stanford band
Bears.
that got ran over. The band is on the field. That's one of the greatest college calls ever. The band is still on the field.
What happened there?
Final score 10-19. The Bears win.
Here's my thing about that game. Like I said, what we did see was the Bears have an okay defense, and Fields can play a little football and is getting a little more comfortable in his young skin.
It's gonna take time. He hasn't had the reps needed to know the feeling of, you know what I'm saying, how it's supposed to
Absolutely.
go. And that's something that's gonna just take time to do.
What's next?
Anything.
Who's
next?
next?
We got the Steelers versus the Bengals, which was apparently a fucking banger.
It was a bloodbath in a sense, not literally, but metaphorically speaking. Back and forth, punching in the face. Much like the Bengals Steelers games have always been. What I would say is my quick little take on this is this was more about missed kicks, because there were two times that each one of them could have won, and the defending AFC champions got rolled up at the end of that game, and the Steelers walked away with a win.
Yep, 23-20. But also, I gotta say, all the problems they should have addressed after the Super Bowl don't really look like they did.
The Steelers may have problems on offense, but the Steelers definitely still have a good defense.
They've always had. They're always
And a run
defensive
game for
team.
sure with Najee Harris and things like that. They have a run game.
Dude, Najee said he'll put that whole team on his whole goddamn back, bro.
Okay, but I wouldn't recommend that because that's some of them boys are like 300 pounds. It's a bad idea, bro. You can
As a
practice.
guy with a bad back, I
Yeah.
wouldn't recommend that either.
A guy with two bad knees, I wouldn't pick up one of them, but that's me. I'm also literally half their size to the literal sense, nearly, but not really, but nearly, but
Yes,
almost.
there are two of you most times.
Yeah, some big boys. That's why I like them. Offensive linemen are
So
great.
apparently, I missed a damn good game between Philly and Detroit because 38-35. What? Tell me about that.
It looked like
Somebody.
Philly was running away with the game, but Detroit did start to make a comeback. And some of the things that I told you guys about Detroit from Hard Knocks, like having an offense that can move a ball a little bit,
Right.
having a defense that can actually stop somebody at times, is going to become handy. They're young, and this is what's going to happen, and that's why the Eagles walked away with a win. Is I do believe that the Lions are young, and Jalen Hurts is. First off, that Philly D is for real, especially their secondary. And then on top of that, Jalen Hurts is for real. Boy was boot scooting, boogieing across the field and get yards, tearing it up. Fantasy owners, you might want to take a look at Jalen. I'm here back up. Oh, by the way, no, I'll talk about it when we talk about that game. I'm so mad about that, but we'll talk about it when we talk about that.
We're definitely talking about that.
What game?
It's not football. It's the only thing that we're talking about today that's not about football.
The NBA?
Let's carry on with what
We'll be there soon in the news.
Yeah, so what's the next game we got coming up here?
Colts versus Texans.
Ooh.
The infamous tie. The thing that I want the NFL to get rid of by forcing a. They get one quarter. If they don't settle at one quarter, then they go to offense and defense goes to each side of the field, and we first one to get a stop wins basically because one of y'all gonna keep scoring until something stops.
The change in the overtime rule is for the playoffs.
But we should do that for real all the time.
Right. I mean, it makes sense.
I hate the tie. The tie fucks up everything. Then somebody gets in that should have got a loss, and somebody gets in that should have got a win. Maybe I don't know. I'm just being a whiny little bastard about it. I'm not even sorry for it. I'm really not.
You're being a whiny little bitch.
Little bitch.
So let's talk about the surprise of the weekend. Apparently,
To me, this tie.
Surprise.
Hold on. To me,
Not
this
to me.
tie is a loss for the Colts, though, from a perspective of they needed this win to come out Matt Ryan.
Yeah, because they were
They're wrong.
playing against the Texans.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
All right. What's next?
The surprise of the weekend, for some people, but not
For
me.
who?
Surprise!
I picked Miami to win this
Patriots.
game.
Surprise!
Lost to the Dolphins 20-7. This is normally
That's a whooping.
normally this is always a good and close and competitive game, but
That's a
Miami
whoop.
tends to get it. But yeah,
My
holy
only question is, who's calling the offensive plays? And here's my take on that.
Here we are again.
Here's my take on that. I don't care who's actually calling them. Make him stop. Make him stop because he is not helping you. Clearly,
Whoever's
clearly,
Makes the opposite of what
7
he thinks.
points for a Bill Belichick team. Clearly, whoever called those O plays
He's get
needs
fired.
to be replaced tomorrow.
Well, and then we heard so much praise coming from Tyreek Hill about the young quarterback, and we finally get to see why he was given that praise.
There, if I remember right, there's a ball underthrown in that game too.
Yeah, but
It is live
he
action.
still caught it and like
Jackson.
skirted off on him.
I mean, in all fairness.
Like just like
He needs the cheetah.
So you mean
turbo.
he he Tyreek killed it and then hit L1 or R1? I mean,
R1.
Is it wrong?
I think it is R1.
Oh,
Ran
I might
past
have to
turbo.
get the, I might have to get the new Madden for the 5.
There's just a sense of the buttons. I heard this shit is down. Not for someone like me who's heavy-handed. I just squeeze my mic. Have you ever seen Warzone? Clearly, that's what I'm doing.
Clearly, I let
Yeah.
you borrow a remote and that thing came back Hulk smash.
Oh, I
and
need to
you
buy
didn't
you
get
one.
it.
I need to buy you
No,
one.
you don't.
I had to buy
I knew it
my.
was gonna happen.
I already had to buy my
I'm gonna
son
give it
one.
to you.
I already had to buy
I
my
told you
son
that
a
when
new
I
one.
handed it to you.
Check it out.
Actually,
I bought my son a new one, broke that one, and had to buy him another one.
this fucking guy.
I do be hulking, and I'm not even angry when I play. I'm actually just heavy-handed. I'm laughing at Scotty getting shot in the fucking back, turning the wrong way, and fucking just trying to squeeze buttons, hoping to
I
live.
swear, like
That's how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die squeezing something, hoping to
when
save
I
my
used to
life.
watch you play, like when I'm just watching you.
Lord
run
knows
around,
what you could put in
and
there,
I'm
so I'm
looking-
just gonna let that go and just
Let
move
it
on
go.
like it never happened.
I'm looking at the guy in front of you. Hit him shoot. Doesn't
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so
matter what I said.
how about that Ravens game?
Oh man, talk about another blowout.
In passing our
But
Jets,
it's the Jets.
I want to give the Jets credit. I want to give the Jets credit for
It's the
holding
Jets.
the Ravens to 65 yards rushing.
I'm
Yeah,
happy.
That's what they really want to give them. 'Cause that's,
we
that's-
all
that's
praise
good.
the Ravens run game. Excuse me.
Right, that's what you expect out of the Ravens is a big rushing.
Yeah.
Even if it's coming from the quarterback as
Yeah,
well.
I'm over here dying from the blood. But anyway, and then we
You ain't even hit
Some
it yet.
good shit.
yes, I did. And then we praised them for their run game. We were worried about the pass game, and what we saw on Sunday was exactly the opposite, actually.
Like I said, Lamar was just in that pocket and throwing fucking bombs.
I'm smoking bomb, and it is choking me out.
Sir,
Yeah.
you know how we do.
Now, what I will say is, Rashad Bateman and Lamar Jackson connection. Well, that's for real.
It's a real
That's
deal.
definitely for real. The pass game is is good. It is the Jets, which is a young team that does. It's starting to get stacked with talent. Like sometimes you have to wonder if you get about 4 or 5 years of being bad enough, you just might get a bunch of talent around you. But the thing is, you got to get it to pop at the right time, or that talent starts leaving after the fifth year
It's not about having
rookie, fifth
bad
year stuff.
talent. You could have good talent, but if you don't know how to bring out or bring the qualities together as a team, that's where you're fucking up.
All right, next game,
Where are we at?
Commanders.
I know I'm supposed to say something.
Jaguars versus the Washington Commanders,
The
and
Commandos.
Carson Wentz apparently did fucking
Man,
great.
Carson Wentz looking like the young Carson Wentz out there.
All right.
Isn't he?
Before
So
he got hurt
I'm
the
about to
first
go fucking ballistic.
Go for
Tell
it.
us.
Are you kidding me? Carson Wentz, third quarterback overall in fantasy, and I have you on my bench. You actually outdid Justin Herbert, you piece of shit. All right, I had to let that out. I'm sorry, a little fantasy.
Man, the fantasy frustration is real.
Yeah, my veins are popping out, and I wasn't even acting that time. I'm really mad.
Yeah, I can tell. You do the rock eyebrow raise. No, so you can't do it.
I can't even do it. I'm not mad.
Yeah. It should be second half.
And yet, still, they almost blew it against Jacksonville. By the way, I just thought I'd point that out too.
We gave him a little credit. We gave the Jets a little credit.
Yeah. We give Jack it.
Let's go to the Giants game.
Giants.
Wow.
The Giants
Knock
versus
off
the Titans.
who?
Did y'all
Last year's number one seed from the
Did
AFC in the
y'all
playoffs.
see
What
the
happened? I
hit
did not see that.
got put on Derrick Henry?
OMG! Look at what's in my notes right there. King Henry got lit up hit stick. That's my literal note
Henry
from the
was coming
game.
through the line, and the dude just like stood there, bent down, stood Henry up and put him on
Bro,
his
he
ass. Dude, it
pancaked
was
Henry.
nasty.
He's gonna get at least 3 pancakes from Jeff Saturday. I guarantee it. At least 3 pancakes.
That's my
Speaking of
favorite, by the way.
pancakes, doesn't that sound really delicious? I'm kind of high.
That's horrible.
I like
But,
pancakes.
Those are
I
2
mean,
by 2 by 2 at IHOP for $5.
Bro, free by free in my kitchen by
It's not
me.
free. You still pay for it.
I mean, yeah, but
here's
I
another
bought it like so
brand
many
new
months. I bought the flour so many
He's
months
wanting
ago.
to talk about food because he don't want to talk about the next game.
Oh, that's harsh, bro.
guy-
I wasn't done, by
He
the
thought
way.
he was going to get the
Hold
fat
on.
guy by talking about food instead of moving on.
Hold on.
But no, it's not. Trey, you hold on.
Don't call
We're moving
Don't
forward.
call Saquon Barkley fat. So Saquon Barkley,
did
though,
look
by the way,
good.
he went
Everything
over
was-
180 yards, 18 carries, and a touchdown, guys. He looked good.
Daniel Jones. Not the quarterback.
He looked good. Now let's go to the next goddamn game.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes
The
put
chefs,
a
The homie.
whooping
My homie.
on the
bro,
Cardinals.
he made our defense look stupid.
Stupid.
He made our defense look like we didn't have
Ow.
a defense. 44 fucking points. 44. I'm gonna tell you why 44.
Thank you, Patrick Mahomes.
And I'm gonna tell you why 44 points is exactly why the Bills can't
My
be
Puerto
first in the
Rican mom's
power.
not happy with the way we were talking about the Jets.
Oh, the Jets, man.
I gave him credit for
Listen
something.
here.
I said they held somebody down.
She
I
liked
gave him
that
Why
you-
credit.
don't
she
your
liked that you
team
gave the
give
Jets
us a
some credit.
reason?
Okay, cool.
So
Why
she ain't
don't
mad at you.
Okay, cool.
I'm not giving your team any
She's
credit.
mad at
They're
me.
starting Joe
She's
Flacco.
definitely gonna be mad at him.
They're starting Joe Flacco. He's almost as old as Tom Brady.
Oh man.
But not the he ain't
Yeah.
Joe Flacco from Super Bowl Joe Flacco, doggy. He Joe Flacco from like
He's old man.
the retirement home.
Nick. Yeah, he's done.
He was done. I couldn't believe that. I don't even want to talk about
He
it.
started like 3 games, dog, and got hurt.
We moved on to the Chiefs whooping the shit out of the Cardinals.
Just get step on my soul, are you? Okay.
How about that defense of the fucking?
Well, here's my thing is I'm gonna tell you what's the problem is.
What's the problem?
J.J.
Boy didn't
Watt-
watch the film. That's what happened.
Oh my god.
See, I knew this. I even said to myself when I was practicing what I was gonna say on the show.
Yeah.
Before the show, I was
You knew
like,
someone was
I
gonna
was
say
like,
something like that.
fucking Preston's gonna say something about fucking watching film. Like, you're
Look
a fucking
at
Tia,
this shit.
fucking asshole. I already knew it was coming. You're. It's not even that you're clever. You're predictable. You
It's not about
scumbag.
being clever. It's about being predictable because you know it's coming and you can't fucking stop it.
J.J. Watt, not in the game, not getting a pass rush on Mahomes, not being able to contain him and get him down.
That hurts.
No sacks on Mahomes during that game. You just can't let that happen.
Right.
And then on top of that, I think that another problem that relies is, or that's part of the problem is no D-Hop. No one to just throw it up and go get it.
Right.
And that's definitely a problem. But he had some great throws to
You
his
guys don't-
boy from his college. He threw some touchdowns and shit. No problem there. But the problem is the defense wasn't there to even give you a hand.
My bad.
And more importantly, the Chiefs were able to contain Murray. He only got out of the pocket, got to run a few times, and that's exactly the fucking what do you want to call it? The textbook way to shut Murray down.
Yep.
So yeah, it fucking sucks to watch
They
your team.
definitely watched the film.
It fucking sucks to watch your team come out week 1 and get the shit slapped out of them. You want to know the truth? It fucking sucks.
Oh, you saw
sorry.
Juju get
I'm
shot,
sorry,
yeah.
man.
Like seriously. Yeah, Juju.
Yo, I threw some.
Hey,
real,
by the way-
I threw some real shots at you in the chat too.
I know. I just ignored him and moved on.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
You got to get in there though. It's great.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
we know.
man,
We know.
that's
As soon as the
my-
Cowboys lost, he finally said something in the fantasy football group chat. Anyway,
I feel like I would have a black eye right now if I wasn't for my neck.
you're so stupid. I would tell you this that
I gotta go back and read that shit.
I will tell you this that what didn't look to be missing was any problems as far as Tyreek Hill being gone. Like they obviously lit us the fuck up.
I mean, Tyreek Hill said like they don't need me.
Yeah,
Like
you
you said that. Yeah.
So let's go to the next game.
Chargers. Raiders.
Whoop the Raiders.
No,
and
first
I'm gonna
off-
say whoop anytime they get beat. Just so
That's
y'all know.
funny. The Bills, and after the Bills and the Chiefs, please tell me what team in the league right now after week 1 is better than the Chargers because I'll laugh in your fucking face. You can't.
Man, but we're also talking about the Chargers beating the Raiders.
But I did put you
Wait,
guys, because
wait,
of your defense, I
wait,
did put you guys
wait.
higher than them on the power rankings. I'm not going to say where.
I can't.
But once again, I'm pretty biased.
Oof, I don't know. And I am pretty biased about the Chargers, though. I'm not going to
The
lie.
Vikings did play well.
Like hashtag, I'm high on Herbert. Hashtag,
Actually,
Herbert
he
the Howard.
played
So
well.
I was
But-
looking at your Power 5 and I was like, how can I argue this? And that is a
that's
great
your
argument.
job.
That's a great argument.
I had the
We're gonna-
Vikings
we're
at
gonna
6.
go back
though.
to that. We're gonna
I
go
did
back
have the
to that.
Vikings at 6. We'll come back to that. Oh,
So the next game-
I was ready to throw my
Vikings-
paper. Hey, I was ready to throw my paper. We're done. Let's go. Break. No, I'm just kidding.
That was called a segue.
Okay, here we go. Go.
So, like we were talking, the Vikings got a whooping on the Packers.
Yo,
and Aaron-
7.
Can I just read y'all my notes from in-game?
Sure.
Held Green Bay to 0 until 3.5 minutes left in the third. Justin Jefferson, #1 for MVP as of start of week 2. That's my notes. That was without seeing the fucking game with the Broncos. I already said that. Declared it before I saw your game.
Before the game started.
Said already my
If you
#1.
look at the board.
Justin Jefferson is #1 on my MVP board right now after
If you look
week
at the
1.
board, who do I have in Super Bowl? I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, you have the Vikings. Sorry, it's a little. I should
Yeah,
push it up.
yeah.
We can actually see the
So
bottom.
the new coach that they have.
Paul Preston, son of a bitch.
How did that even happen?
That's not.
I'm actually unsure.
Okay.
Was this way?
On the other side.
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I failed
that's-
myself.
yeah.
I booby trapped myself.
Yes.
Very
Don't
nice
say
job.
pulled a press.
Still did never even pick it up. It's actually
Made it
worse.
worse.
Yeah, actually somehow made it worse.
You pulled a tray.
You're absolutely right. I don't know how, but I have somehow
No,
made it
but,
worse.
Mr. Rogers,
Rogers.
after recovering from COVID, Dick,
It-
admit
It
that
definitely was not a lovely day in the neighborhood. Okay, that's what I said. I'm done. You did go. You did. I did that. I did. Mr.
But
Rogers
I'd be his
BBS.
neighbor.
We're good.
I would be his neighbor.
won't you be my neighbor?
Aaron Rodgers neighbor, bro.
Rogers' neighbor?
Wait, what, the real one or which
Con
one?
Aaron?
I mean,
Which one?
seriously,
Yeah.
probably both. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie,
Doesn't
probably
matter.
both.
I would be Mr. Rogers.
Bro,
neighbor.
he'll get me on the Pat McAfee show. I'm in.
No, but
No,
for real,
Mr. Rogers. I
he
would
said
be
the
his
Vikings
neighbor.
defense is the real deal, though.
Yeah, no.
I like fucking
He-
with Pat.
he
Pat
said
McAfee,
he
but
was
that
giving
motherfucker's
props.
jacked. You know who's
to
doing
the
wrestling
Vikings
too?
defense.
No, well, yeah. He commentates.
Well-
He wrestles sometimes, but now he's also doing College Game Day.
That too, yeah.
Yeah,
so
so
I
he's
don't
not
know.
doing
I don't know if I do
wrestling.
wrestling because I wouldn't want to fuck myself up
Yeah.
like the night before. You know,
While college is on, he's doing college.
I did know. I was gonna tell you. I did notice that he's joined Kurt Herbstreit or Kurt Herbstreit. Blah, blah, I can't talk this morning. Coaching them on the show, and then he's also gonna be doing a little other work. I think it's gonna be fun. He's pretty fun.
He is like really a fun
Hunters
guy.
are party dudes, bro.
He can
They
be a
literally
dick,
don't-
but He's just
Listen, think about it. You hang out with
charismatic
millionaires.
person.
Hunter, best job ever. You hang out with millionaires. You get lit, and you actually don't have to worry about being too fucked up for the game. Okay, punters are probably as cool frat boys as tight ends. I'm just saying.
my favorite football movie ever. The Replacements.
Yeah.
They're thicker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Goes out there, the fucking cigarette in his mouth, like fucking. It's like fucking. I'm
Drunk as
British.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
drunk with
The
a cigarette in
soccer
his mouth.
player. Yeah.
He owes money to like the mob and shit. Like it's great. Like it's like the. It's little Nicky's older brother.
Yeah, like seriously, that's
Yeah.
like some people who don't know. That's what we're talking about. Great actor. But anyway, that's my favorite movie from that. Let's go and talk about a game that right after I paged everybody and laughed at. But the Buccaneers.
We'll talk. I don't want to get too much into the injury to Dak Prescott because that's actually part of the news today. But I will say
Buccaneers 20,
definitely injured.
19, Cowboys 3. How about them Cowboys?
Um,
I'm not gonna laugh right now.
We pretty much annihilated the Cowboys fan.
the Cowboys looked terrible, guys. Their O line looked terrible. Their O line is probably why Dak Prescott got hurt. Again, like always. I mean, no, okay, that's right.
Look,
That's
you know,
fine.
let's be no, it's
I
the
mean,
O-line and the penalties.
Seriously
on
though,
offense.
for a
Let's be real.
team that even coming in, even the backup quarterback came in.
Tampa's
What's
defense.
the kid's name?
Wow, man.
Ooh, that's a minute.
What's his
It's
name?
real, dog.
I don't even remember his name because Dak Prescott got hurt. And I was like, oh my
No, I
god.
thought that was at the end of the game.
That's
I
my
thought,
son's
of
other
course.
fantasy quarterback. He has two as this other one, so I was texting him. I'm like, what are you
Oh.
gonna do? He's like, fuck the Cowboys. I was like, damn, you too? I was like, I've been letting you hang out with Uncle Preston too much. Now all you say is fuck the Cowboys. I'm like, god damn it, would you give me a real take? So, but the Bucks D, man, looks amazing, off the charts. We'll get into Dak's injury later. Russ gets stood up for the homecoming
Man.
in Seattle.
Let me tell you
Did
about
you like
a guy
that? That was
doing-
good. That was good, right? Russ gets stood up for the homecoming. Come on.
Let me tell you about a guy
It's not
doing
bad.
everything
We
right,
tried.
and it's still did
Brady
not
wasn't,
matter.
yeah, like,
Are you
it wasn't
serious?
Really
Yeah.
his bad.
Like you did everything right, but you know
It still didn't matter. But and what? Not talking about the coaching at the end of the game, but the 2 fumbles on the 1 yard line.
Yes.
Not
that
being
There's
was,
not a whole lot of teams that would still be in the position
in the
to
game,
win
in the
at the
game.
end of a game like that.
Yeah, in the game. 2 fumble turnovers. I think they got shut out in the red zone
on the
3
goal
times,
line.
3 or 4 times trying to go in. I mean, just a ridiculous number of opportunities.
And you know what
Broncos
needed
should
to
have
happen?
listen. The Broncos should have won this game by about 20 points,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and instead lost it by 1.
All that needed to happen was Russ run in for the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And Russ Cook,
Actually, bet
instead of throwing it,
I would have won 100.
instead of throwing it, he should have ran it.
120
I know. I
bucks.
think I know the play you're talking about where he should have ran it instead of throwing it.
I was like, run it. All of them. I was saying, run it.
oh, well, that's different. Okay,
Yeah,
then maybe I
think
don't know the
still
play you're
playing-
talking about. I
playing
know
in
the play I'm
Seattle's
like.
a whole other animal, regardless. If you, I mean, you can play worse.
the-
But shout out to
But then playing in
Seattle.
Seattle's
The
totally
fake,
different.
not real kingdom, because I'm not sure what their stadium's called. I forgot.
Fucking Geno Smith did his
Geno Smith's house?
motherfucking thing
Yeah.
out there.
What a guy
He
though.
had,
8
what,
years
17?
before he gets his first start, and they're chanting his fucking name as he's leaving the field after.
Right.
I mean,
Of course.
that's a movie in
That's
10
a
years.
fucking movie. That is a fucking
Shows his struggles of backing up everybody and everybody
Right.
losing faith in him and da da
Most
da.
of that was
Being
just
put in
a
bad-
piss
Gino,
off.
hit me up. Let me play you though. I want to play you.
Most of that
I want to play you. I think it'd be fun to
is
play.
He's a
in
little darker.
spite of
He's
the
also a
Russell
lot taller.
Westbrook. That's what that is. Dude. They're just like,
I think the tall problem might
We
be
can
more
cast
of a
all
problem.
short people and make it look like it.
I mean, in all fairness, just cast me like a couple of 6'5" / 6'1" receivers. Fuck you guys. I hate
But that's
you.
it, man.
Let me have this
Can-
dream.
Can we move on? Because I think I shed a couple tears.
Listen to
last
me.
night.
Listen to me. Nathaniel Hackett.
64 yard.
Nathaniel Hackett,
had
not
the leg.
He definitely has the leg.
Had the leg.
two
I get that.
$200+ million quarterback, and you fucking bring out the kicker? Are you fucking kidding me? And Packers fans are going, wow, this looks real NFC Championship Tampa Bay Bucks familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, I went there. They should have let fucking Aaron torch you guys, and instead they kicked it. And guess what Brady did? Torch them guys.
Man.
Toasty.
70 yards down the
He only
field,
has to
right?
go
Yeah.
70 yards. Actually, 50 if you count the fact that it was a touchback and they start at 20 anyway. Or 25, whatever. Don't judge me with your judgmental eyes.
I'm trying.
okay.
I'm trying to understand what the fuck you just said.
I don't know what I said. I'm trying to understand what the fuck I just said. Let's do this. I know what the fuck we need to do is take a quick
Take a
break.
break.
Because when we get
Yeah.
back, we're doing Podcast P and Pause for the Cause, and I think League News is after that. We'll be back after the break.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is your boys from Blood Football Talk, motherfucker. We're unprofessional. We're fucking unprofessional.
Results are in.
Huh?
The results are in.
Oh, we're unprofessional? We're the number one.
Who's this?
We are the number
Damn it.
one.
What time is it? Can't be my lawyer. I don't
It's
care.
5.
Hey, that looked
That's
like
what I
that looked
thought,
like either a spoof number or the police, Scotty.
Oh,
There's
What
a
guy
dude-
said you can't be
I
serious?
ain't do
So
nothing.
it don't look like a police number.
I ain't
There's-
do nothing.
The real police here start with like 777 or 444 or some 744. I don't
And I'll
know.
tell you one thing.
I don't know. I
That's
don't
what got down
know.
to
I
forty.
used to
That's
remember
where,
it when I was like a
that's where the
reporter
lawyers
and I had to
are.
always call to find out like who the fuck died, what the fuck happened, shit. But once I got the PIO, which is the
This is
public
my
information
team.
officer, once I got the
This
PIO's
is
number,
our
I would
team.
just email. I just email and be like, hey, what was that about? And then he'd be like, here's what I can tell you, or I can't tell you nothing.
He got juju?
I don't like.
Are we doing our picks?
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
Just going over last. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be last. So I'll do that last because I
That's
want to do
actually
it
last.
live.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Here we
Where
go.
you going?
I was telling these guys.
I'm like, here we go. He's like, I'll be back. I'm like,
back.
no.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Tell me what's going on here. Don't
No, but
leave
Phil, hold
me.
Okay, so we got to do Pause the Cost, Stone Panda, NFTs, and the 2-minute drill, and then we'll. There's no game this week, but we'll probably start doing the game next week as like more injuries and things happen. We'll be able to, and I know that sounds messed up, but we'll be able to make up our games as we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me grab. Hurry up. While you do that, let me grab.
Just so I can get you in the picture better.
How the fuck is?
That's probably it.
That's probably it. If not,
Oh man, you know how long it's gonna be for me to be able to do this again? Just this move?
what? Oh, when you do your hip.
Yeah, because that's next week.
Tell your wife that, not me.
What's this?
Oh,
breaking
she.
news?
Hey, hand me that
We
cup.
talked about it this morning.
Come on, that was funny though. Hand me that cup.
So's mine.
He's like, I
We
can't-
talked about it this
I
morning.
can't do this hip move, and I'm like, look, y'all gonna have to figure that out yourselves. I'm a dick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a dick. Let's go.
Sit down, so I can see if you're in this or not.
Kick him in the
What
dick.
if I don't want to be?
You have to be.
I guess.
Oh, this thing's in my way though. Go away.
Do that, yeah. Bend that bitch like
Oh yeah, bend it.
Ew.
That's what Preston says. Go ahead, try.
They did. They bent it right down his throat. That's why his throat's sore. That's how you bring that back a
How the
third
fuck does he
time.
keep going around in that rotation, man?
Apparently, he wants me to suck
He
his
got
dick.
you in a fucked up rotation.
No,
That's what
I
he
do
wants.
gotta
He's
know-
trying to drop fucking
He
hits.
can't-
He's like, suck my
he
dick.
fucked
That's
up.
what he wants.
No.
That's what you wanted, dude. That's
Whoa.
exactly what this is about.
Whoa.
That's why you bring this back around
No.
every 5 fucking minutes, dude.
No.
That's exactly what it is.
I
It's
just know that it
subconsciously, you that's
really
what you fucking want.
annoys you.
You freak. No, I don't give a shit what you
You
say.
freak.
You bring it back, freak. Oh, I didn't say that, did I? Freak. want
You
me to
said
suck
you
your
freak.
dick.
Oh my
I'm
god.
afraid yeah to the right
Fucking
people,
weirdo.
but not you, homie.
Get away from me,
Yeah.
weirdo. Read that.
He said to those guys, but not you.
Yeah, not yet. The ones who made his throat sore. Ah, that's 4 times. Yes.
I helped you with that one. I'm sorry, Preston. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Deep breaths.
Oh, just take deep breaths. Just like you did that thing. No, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that one. That one I'm actually sorry for.
And I'm laughing. Fuck.
You're just as horrible as me.
No, man, I quit.
No, I quit. I'm out of this shit. He's like a criminal who's like gotta give up and go straight. He's like, I'm done with this
No,
shit.
I'm done with this shit.
Y'all done went too far. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3. Good evening, America.
Horrible people.
You guys are horrible people. Yeah, we really are. Like, I think we figured out that we're actually really horrible people right there. You know who's great people?
When it comes to the cannabis you choose, it is vital to make the right choice. So check out Vital Cannabis. That. Throw it.
I don't know if they have
I swear to God.
No. I swear, no. Not gonna do it.
Woo! Hey.
So check out cannabis. So check out Vital Cannabis on Northeast Corner. Dude, what the fuck does that say? Corner?
Oh my god. Why did no one correct it?
What the fuck is that?
You know why it doesn't matter to me? Because I know it by heart.
Okay, that's good.
When it
for
comes
you.
to the cannabis you choose,
The
it's
fuck
vital
is
that you make
that
the right
shit?
choice. So just check out Vital Cannabis on the northeast corner of
Corridor.
Jet Wing.
The corridor.
Check out Vital Cannabis on Weed Maps and the daily deals. When your cannabis is vital, choose Vital Cannabis in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, you need to rewrite that corner.
You gotta work.
I can't. It's there.
It really.
The D has
It
to
was
fucking
really
say.
fucking with.
How did you do it?
He knows
Because I
what
know the
fuck
commercial
to say.
too.
Thank you. I don't give a damn.
I still need it though in front
No,
of me.
your word's right.
So-
Now I got
So like, it guides me too.
Yeah.
It guides me too. I feel
That's
that.
why I wasn't saying Academy either, because I know exactly where this. Look, this is right down. Like, I bought weed at this complex before it's actually legal to buy weed at this complex.
Oh yeah.
I was in the neighborhood
I
and
sold
there's a
weed in
liquor
this
store
town,
right there.
Okay.
I went into the liquor store and was like, "Hey, can I get a? You don't have no Swisher Sweets?" And he was like, "Oh, that cigar y'all dumped the tobacco out of and put marijuana in? No." And I was like, "Well, that's stupid."
Well,
And
don't-
walked
so why don't you just say? Why you gotta say it like that, asshole? Why don't you just say you ain't got no fucking cigars? Dick.
Dick.
He was just
You
being a
guys
dick.
know.
He was just-
Oh yeah.
He ended up shooting
I
a
guess I did
kid
get it.
and then got sued and had to move out of the neighborhood.
Oh Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
damn, dude.
That just seriously
That's
went.
what
Got,
happens when you be a
fuck
dick.
a dark
That's
turn.
what- that's
That
exactly what happened.
seriously went to a whole different. I didn't see that coming. I feel like I've heard this story and I still didn't
I'm
remember
sure
that
you
was
have.
the end of it.
Because this is not like an unknown.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just didn't remember that was the end of it. And I'm like, oh yeah.
We talk all kinds of shit about Pablo, but we
Just yeah, it's pretty bad sometimes. So check this out. Sometimes it's great. So I can't.
fucking love it.
That's because you like shooting people,
I don't shoot nobody.
but you want to.
everybody
I
wants to
feel-
shoot somebody.
I will too, though. Actually, I'm like, if you go to my
Everybody
house
wants to shoot somebody.
There's a difference between wanting to
and
and
having to. If you make me have to,
Happen to.
I'm willing to do what I have to do.
I feel like I can ask for forgiveness for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's my-
Sorry.
Lord Jesus, thank you.
Sorry, I took your son out.
Oh,
No,
Please forgive me.
no.
Wait,
Don't forgive me.
This is why I don't pray, because I be fucking shit up.
That's not me for good.
I went to a
I'm asking
prom.
mom
I was like, please pray. I was
I
like,
feel bad for the
Mom,
family. No, their
Okay.
family.
Okay.
That never
I
happened.
feel like if it happened to me or I did it, I would have to apologize
I feel that.
to that family. You know what I mean? Because no matter what that person did or was doing at
It
that
is
time,
it is a loss.
still
to that
a loss
family.
of life.
I do get that. Yeah.
All right.
and I don't want to do that. That's
Yeah.
why I'm going to end up getting
You know what I do?
non-lethal protection for my family.
Do you know what I
I'm
want
going
to
to give you guys all the information on that here
Ooh.
soon.
Now, you know what I want to do? I want to do Pause for the Cause.
Yes.
And that's powered by us in business. Customers matter, and how you spend ad dollars
Just like
even more. This is why trusted businesses choose advertising here at Wake Make America Show. Blunt Football Talk. And why? Because it's affordable, top of mind, and it's advertising that is great for people when you're trying to attract that audience you don't normally get, like us. And sometimes the audience you completely get, like, well,
Them.
us. Send us your email at info@wake-the-letter-in-bakeamericashow.com. I finally fucked one up. info@wake-the-letter-in-bakeamericashow.com. All right, so boys, pause for the cause. Lamar allegedly turned down a contract teasing.
Oh no, there's no alleged to that.
Oh,
Dog.
it did.
He said he straight
No,
up
I'm
said.
just playing. It was one of our stories from our Saturday show
Yeah.
because it was such a big deal. But anyway, go ahead.
Lamar Jackson. It says alleged
Trying to
turned
be
down
facetious, okay, dude?
$250 million with $133 million guaranteed at signing. That deal down? Yeah, he said, yeah, I turned that down. Also, there was more lucrative stuff in that contract, and he still said no.
And this
let's be
football
real.
talk. If you want to give us a smaller contract, we will really consider it. We will not Lamar Jackson you.
Shit, if you're all paying me.
No, but look, hey, who decides your worth?
You said your own word.
You.
He's fucking like.
So,
I like how he went out there and balled his ass off. Turned
Oh,
down
Right.
deals.
Right. Did you guys see-
He came out and was like, and this is why.
I think my son sent the best thing. He said, I was like Lamar Jackson, lighting it up, making the Ravens look like they should have signed him. My son sent back like a shipping label with like a pen and a contract looking paper. Like that was the emojis he sent me. I was like, yeah, like ship him the contract
Dude,
now.
What was it that you wanted?
Friday.
Just bring it down to the sideline and just hand it to him like, we're gonna give you everything you wanted to begin
Yeah,
with.
he already said.
Sorry, we drug this out.
He said Friday was deadline. Too late. No matter what to do now.
No, I think if listen, I think if you try to counter his offer, whatever offer he wanted, if you try to counter it now, he's not gonna talk to you. But if you were gonna give him what he wanted, then I think he would sign it and just get it done with, because that's all he wanted to begin with, to be honest with you.
Not now.
Or does he
Not
say
now.
that's why he said till Friday, because he doesn't want to think about that now. He wants to focus on the game.
He's
But do you
gonna
think
show
he wants
why
to
you should've
bounce?
paid him.
And that.
Do you think he wants to bounce?
Oh, he's done it now.
I think he's
Well,
Or is he just gonna fucking
There's-
ball out and make him pay next year even more?
I bet you that's
Because that's the thing is,
honestly.
if there's one position the price doesn't go down on, it's goddamn premium quarterbacks.
well,
Especially ones that can
it goes
run.
down if they get hurt.
Well, okay, but that's different.
But yeah, he's smart. He's
Why
like,
you
I'm gonna
still
show
like
what I
that?
got. Well, the biggest complaint about him always was he's not a pocket passer. He's not a pocket passer. What did he do Saturday?
Lamar says that, well, not literally says, but it's basically he's inclining that he wants to be the top paid guaranteed quarterback in the NFL ever. And at this moment, and he's like, but I think that, some Baltimore fans are asking, should Baltimore be willing to pay that much over market because of Cleveland's mistake? Is that fair to say it that way? Because all the other quarterbacks' guaranteed money is below 130 million, and they offered him 133 million guaranteed, which would have been the most guaranteed money aside
at the sign of his
at the signing, aside from the absurdity of course, Deshaun Watson's contract, which, and I'm starting to wonder that should the stupidity of Cleveland, let's just be fucking honest.
Yeah.
Can we just call that what that
Cleveland
is?
fucked themselves.
The fucking, should the ignorance of Cleveland, listen, should any quarterback get their entire contract guaranteed before Deshaun Watson? The answer is easy. No. Injuries happen, things happen. There's stuff that's unpredictable, right? So that's why no one's ever getting a guaranteed amount contract unless it's like a 1-year deal, right? For somebody.
This man deserves this shit. I remember this man got hurt. Like in the early
But
game.
should
Came
Cleveland's
back, had to come
mistake,
back and
though,
win them when it-
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Should Cleveland's
He went into
mistake?
the locker room and got that painkiller a shot.
Yeah, but whatever.
Came back out.
Whatever, who cares?
Like a
That's what you
super
gotta do
good,
sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the fuck you gotta do sometimes. You gotta get a shot right in your shoulder, your knee, your neck, your back. It's gonna fuck out and whoop ass.
Exactly.
Now, hear me out though.
Make
But
your
you're,
money.
but you're,
Hear me out.
yeah, you
know
need to
your
be
worth.
making the money.
Should Deshaun Watson, or excuse me, should Cleveland's stupidity that is surrounding Deshaun Watson's guaranteed money fall or bestow to Baltimore's problem though as an organization?
Yep.
I don't know if I agree with
I
that.
know you do.
I'm not saying no though, and I'm not saying yes. I'm torn. I'm torn between know your worth, but are you basing your worth on the stupidity of another team's contract that could potentially destroy the relationship with
Because-
Baltimore you have?
And look,
I don't
and,
see it like
and
that.
you go back into thinking about injuries because, hey, you would have got 133 guaranteed at that signature, right?
That's
But what happens when you get hurt?
you got 27
If you
million
get
this year.
hurt.
You got 27 million this year. That's all you
That's
got.
all you got, and you're not going to get
and that
that
ain't
same
even
contract.
guaranteed. You have to play. I'm pretty
If
sure
you're
you have to
lucky,
play.
you'll get the same contract after an injury.
Let's move forward. It's time for the Stone Panda NFT news, powered by Stone Panda. Hit him with the hit him with that. You wanna
Whap, 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 presented by Stone Panda's NFTs.
Furry Panda, bitch.
Get in the blockchain.
Yeah.
Gain digital access and market power with the creators at StonePandaNFT.com.
Now you sound like one of those video game fucking commercials being read during a video game. I swear. You
See,
sound like
this is
a
why I fuck up all the time. I'd be in the middle of like, this is why. Man,
motherfucker. You sound like a Twitch
shit.
broadcaster. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Let me finish this shit. All right.
That's fair. Actually. That is fair.
Stop by StonePandasNFT.com or follow StonePandaNFT on all social medias.
Yeah.
Get in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you made me say that word. By going full
That's not
panda.
Facebook, fool.
By going full panda. Panda.
Why does he beat his face into the mic? He looks like a toddler.
Shut the fuck up. I will stab you guys in the throats. Well, not you, because goddamn, you've already been stabbed in for
Hey, Pete.
supposed to be
Stone
an
Panda
Hey,
NFT.
supposed to
that
be an
whole
edge.
head motion he be doing.
Nigga, I
might
will
be
stab you in
mine.
the fucking throat.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Damn!
You will respect me in this motherfucker place. I was thirsty.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Man.
That's good
So,
thinking.
Now
yeah.
I'm safe, so it's all you.
Stone Panda NFT is traded
I
on
won't say it.
Polygon results, and success may vary by person. So anyway,
You make it
Stone Panda
easy.
NFT.
I
No,
can't even be
you
blamed
make it
for that.
easy.
You make it
Stone Panda NFTs are brought to you by Higher
easy.
Quality News. You can look up Higher Quality News on YouTube, searching Higher Quality News Stone Panda NFT. That will be me.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so let's go to the news. What do you got, Scotty Pippen, for the news?
So, first thing that we're going to talk about is Dak.
We're gonna talk
Prescott.
about one thing before that. It's
How about them Cowboys?
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, no more dick jokes because of that right there.
Oh, just for today or just for 5 minutes?
Rest of this show. That's all I got. Can't make any promises.
That's
all
all-
guarantees,
that's all I
dog.
can promise.
It's all I got in my soul right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
In your soul.
So, yeah, Dallas is feeling the blues right now, right?
Oof.
But
Yeah.
it looks like it's not quite as bad as we first assumed, though. A lot of
Oh,
people
it's
thought-
absolutely as bad as I assumed it would be. I thought it'd be about half the season he'd be gone.
A lot of people thought 6 to 8 weeks.
They're thinking he's gonna die before that now.
So he did have surgery today. Let me report this for you, because it's what you told me to do.
I'm sorry,
Get
sir.
the report for you. So Dak Prescott did have the
That prosthetic.
Dude, shut the fuck
Damn.
up, I don't give a shit.
Damn, what'd you do that, man? You had his arm chopped off or what?
He did have the surgery today
This is blood football. That's pro football done unprofessional as fuck.
on his thumb. His thumb was fractured. Surgery.
He's got a bicycle
So-
thumb.
Oh my god.
See, this is why you can't fuck shit up because we don't let it go. Look how long we wrote that dick joke. About as
You
long
right,
as
Dick?
Peace
What,
throat.
really?
As long as Peace
Oh,
throat.
dude. But that Trey's over here riding dick now, so it's all good. As long, so anyway, as you were
That's
saying,
not what I said.
that's what you said. Yeah,
They're not
you
gonna put-
said over here riding dick. That's what you said.
You were talking
Those
about
are
riding
your
dick.
I
words.
said ride the dick joke,
Yeah.
not the dick.
You
I
said
heard-
ride the dick.
All I heard
There's
was
no
Space,
pause in it.
space comma.
There's no space
There
comma.
was a space fucking
I'm
comma.
Puerto Rican. I talk fast. That was definitely fast.
No, there was no there was no Puerto Rican. It was all one word.
I hate
There was
you.
a. There was a.
Listen,
I had to put my fist
there's
through that word.
a tiny space which we consider you taking a long time.
I see playing the devil's